Have you ever wondered how some gamefowl bloodlines rise to global recognition, earning respect not just for their performance, but for their consistency, intelligence, and breeding value? One of those names that continues to spark curiosity among poultry enthusiasts is the Golden Boy Sweater gamefowl bloodline. But what exactly is Golden Boy Sweater? Where did it come from? And what makes it stand out among other well-known sweater strains? In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the origin, history, traits, and modern relevance of this bloodline, presented in a clear, educational, and transparent way. This content is intended for historical and educational purposes only, focusing on poultry breeding, genetics, and heritage preservation. Let's begin. Understanding the sweater bloodline. Before we talk about Golden Boy, it's important to understand the foundation, the sweater bloodline itself. The sweater strain is one of the most recognized gamefowl families in the world. It became widely known through selective breeding focused on intelligence, timing, agility, strong physical conditioning. Over time, breeders refined sweaters to create different sublines, each with unique characteristics. These variations were not accidental. They were the result of intentional breeding decisions, where breeders selected birds based on performance, structure, and adaptability. This is where Golden Boy Sweater enters the picture. Origin of Golden Boy Sweater. The Golden Boy Sweater is considered a refined branch of the sweater family, developed through careful selection and line breeding. The name Golden Boy is often associated with bright plumage coloration, balanced physical structure, a reputation for consistency. Unlike older foundation lines that came directly from early breeders, Golden Boy Sweater represents a more modern refinement of the sweater type. Breeders focused on maintaining clean body conformation, strong legs and stance, good temperament for handling and breeding. It's important to understand that bloodlines like Golden Boy are not created overnight. They are the result of years, sometimes decades, of selective breeding, development, and spread. As interest in sweater bloodlines grew globally, different breeders began working with their own variations. Golden Boy Sweater gained attention because of its visual appeal, consistency in offspring, adaptability to different environments. From local farms, the bloodline gradually spread to international communities, including regions in Southeast Asia, Latin America, parts of North America. Its popularity increased not just because of performance traits, but because breeders found it reliable for breeding programs. This is a key factor in any successful bloodline. Reproducibility. Key traits of Golden Boy Sweater. Let's break down the characteristics commonly associated with Golden Boy Sweater. 1. Physical appearance. Golden Boy birds are often described as well-balanced in body, clean-feathered, bright and attractive in color. Their appearance alone makes them stand out in many breeding yards. 2. Balance and structure. One of the defining traits is balance. Not overly heavy, not too light. Good body proportion. This balance contributes to their overall functionality as breeding stock. 3. Genetic consistency. Breeders value Golden Boy Sweaters for their ability to produce uniform offspring, maintain traits across generations. This is a sign of stable genetics, which is highly important in poultry breeding. Temperament. Another often overlooked trait is temperament. Golden Boy sweaters are typically described as manageable, alert, but not overly aggressive in handling situations. This makes them easier to work with, especially in structured breeding environments. Breeding practices behind the bloodline. The success of Golden Boy sweater is not just about the birds, it's about the breeding practices behind them. Line breeding. Breeders often use line breeding to preserve desirable traits, maintain genetic identity. However, this must be done carefully to avoid negative effects. Controlled outcrossing. Occasionally, breeders introduce new blood to improve vigor, enhance certain traits. This is done strategically, not randomly. Selection process. Only birds that meet specific standards are used for breeding. Physical health, structure, behavioral traits. This selective approach is what keeps the line strong over time. Purity versus evolution. One common question is Golden Boy sweater still pure? The answer depends on how we define purity. In poultry breeding, purity often means consistency of traits, predictable offspring. However, all bloodlines evolve over time. Even well-known strains undergo refinement, adjustments, environmental adaptation. So rather than absolute purity, what matters most is integrity of the line. Modern relevance. Today, Golden Boy sweater remains relevant because of its breeding value, adaptability, recognizable characteristics. It is often used in breeding programs, poultry improvement projects, educational discussions on genetics. Its continued presence shows how strong bloodlines can stand the test of time. Ethical and educational perspective. It's important to emphasize that this discussion is focused on poultry genetics, historical development, responsible breeding. Modern poultry communities are increasingly focused on animal welfare, ethical practices, sustainable breeding. Understanding bloodlines like Golden Boy sweater helps promote knowledge, not harm. Conclusion. The Golden Boy sweater gamefowl bloodline is more than just a name. It represents years of selective breeding, careful refinement, a commitment to consistency. From its roots in the sweater family to its place in modern poultry discussions, it stands as an example of how genetics and human decision-making shape animal populations. But like all bloodlines, it continues to evolve. And perhaps the most important takeaway is this. No bloodline exists in isolation. Each one is part of a larger story of breeding, adaptation, and learning. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more educational poultry content. What do you think about the Golden Boy sweater bloodline? Let's discuss respectfully and informatively.